Welcome back to A&Z's Haunting Sprees. Today's little video is a tragic tale of Bessie Bell and Mary Gray. Two bonny lassies who lived in the 1600s charmed the hearts of many local lads from their little village called Methven. The tale goes the Black Death had visited Perth, Scotland in 1645 and again in 1652. Perthshire was ravaged throughout by the plague, so Bessie and Mary decided to try and evade the Black Death by running away into the hills. They came upon a romantic spot of Burnabrae. Secluded and lonely, the pair made a makeshift bower and tried to survive out in the wild. The two best friends were starving and were struggling to source food to keep them going. Stories of this is said to have gotten back to the town, and when a young lad heard of this, he is said to have made it his mission to take them food, as he also had a fancy for both girls. It's said he did this as often as he could, but sadly, on one occasion, he brought the Black Death with him, and Bessie sickened right away. It was said Mary nursed and cared for Bessie until Mary became unwell, so the pair cuddled up together and died together. Unfortunately, back in them days, anyone affected by the Black Death weren't allowed to be buried in a church graveyard. The most the family could do was to get cleansers in, people who were immune to the plague, to remove their bodies from their makeshift bower, as apprehensive local people were concerned of future spread. So both bodies were carried to the foot of the Burnabrae, not far from their makeshift bower, where the remains were left until no flesh was there and only their skeletons remained. Bessie and Mary were later properly buried once the plague had subsided, at the spot where they lay by the burns and the banks of Burnabrae. We hope you enjoyed that little tale. Now I'm going to say to you a song that was written for them years ago by the Foxglove Trio. Oh, Bessie Bell and Mary Gray, there were two bonny lasses. They biggit a bower on your burnside and taked to o'er ashes. Fair Bessie Bell I loved so well, I thought I ne'er could alter, but Mary Gray's two cheeky eyes caused all my fancy falter. Oh, Bessie Bell and Mary Gray, they were two bonny lasses. They biggit a bower on your burnside and take to o'er ashes. Betsy's hair is flaxen gold, she smiles like a May morning, when Phoebus starts from Thribbus' laps and hills with rays adorning. White is her hair, soft is her hand, her wrist and feet flow gently. With every grace she can command, her lips I vow are dainty. Oh, Bessie Bell and Mary Gray, they were two bonny lasses. They biggit a bower on your burnside and take to o'er ashes. Oh, Mary's hair is like a crow, her eyes are like diamond glances. She's eyes so clean, red up and raw, she kills whene'er she dances. Blithe as a kid with wit and will, she's blooming, tight and tall is, and guides her air so graceful still, by Jove she's like thy palace. Oh, Bessie Bell and Mary Gray, they were two bonny lasses. They biggit a bower on your burnside and take to o'er ashes. Oh, Bessie Bell and Mary Gray, your unsocora presses us. Our fancies fade between your two, you are such bonny lasses. Woe's me for both I cannot get, to one by law were stinted. Then I'll draw lots and take my fate, and be with one contented. Bessie Bell and Mary Gray, they were two bonny lasses. They biggit a bower on your burnside and take to o'er ashes. But Bessie Bell nor Mary Gray could quell my fancy ever. The plague came from the borough's town, it slew them both together. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope I said it well enough. Thank you so much for listening, and if you've enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and keep an eye out for the next video. Thanks for watching. Ainsley Haunting Space. Bye.